to Fresh Talk Media. A lot has been going on in the political space recently. The NDC party, which Obi and Kwankwaso switched into, carried out their primaries recently. And over to you, Mr. Clem.
Yeah.
That primaries has come up with a lot of issues. Some of the and contestants are crying. They are complaining bitterly that they were rigged out for one reason or the other. Some were making all sorts of complaints. What do you think went wrong? Where did things go wrong? Because we expected people to complain about being rigged out in NDC. After all the picture they've painted, how good, how they have portrayed their party as the best party. And now we are hearing all this. What do you think went wrong?
Anyway, thank you for having me. The NDC, Nigerian Democratic Congress, is not far problematic compared to other political parties, but we believe since Peter Obi and his running mate now, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, since they moved to that very political party, it's just a very quite young party, one of the youngest parties in Nigeria today, because they came into existence, I think that was in February or March this year, 2026.
Absolutely.
2 months later, former Governor Peter Obi, at the month of May, they switched over to that political party at the beginning of May. And they started building a lot of momentum, which led to the migration of a lot of political aspirants from different political parties and so many other people who are watching from behind to join the political party and pick up the forms. They never expected the kind of crowd they were witnessing this period.
You mean the way people are now trooping into the party?
Yes, they never expected that. He wasn't doing that very fast. Peter Obi moved into the political party. Okay. All you need to understand that the election has taken place, being their own primary election, and they conducted the direct primary election, which took place all over the country. The first times I was seeing most of those videos coming up. Some areas it looks like a carnival. Some areas you see a lot of jubilation. Some areas you see just a lot of people came out. The enthusiasm was very high. You start wondering, a party with only 1 month or 2 months, gathering this kind of momentum, gathering a large population as a membership. It was very interesting. But after the primary election, like you mentioned, some people are saying that they were rigged out. One of them was one man they called the EJ from Edo State, former House of Rep member. You ask yourself, where was he before Obi joined NDC? These are the APC members. He has been a member of APC. If you read his trajectory and the history of political association, you will see he has been a member of Tinubu's camp for a very long time, of AC, ACN, CPC, and right now APC. Only why he joined NDC was he couldn't clinch the ticket of APC from his political party being Edo State. So being that aggrieved, he now felt that he can use his popularity, his influence, to get the ticket of NDC, being a very popular political party also in Edo State as well.
Is it that easy to get any ticket?
It's not that easy. It's not that easy. But some people, it may be easy. What happened to Peter Obi during the 2023 general election under the platform Labour Party, I think it taught NDC a big lesson.
Okay.
What happened in 2023, a lot of people won the election with the influence of Peter Obi. Not that they are very much popular in their own category. But the Obi being on the ballot, people were voting Labour Party all the way. Okay? So that gave a lot of people who never even expected that they would win the election, became elected. Most of them in the Senate, most of them in House of Rep, and other state House of Assemblies.
So some of them want to replicate the same strategy?
So many of them want to do that.
Okay.
So what NDC are trying to do is to see how they will manage the inflow of people and give their ticket to people they believe that will stay with the party. Because there is no any possibility you will win the election. Next time you jump out of the party, they don't want to take the chances. They want to take the risk. That was why when you watch somebody like Amo Agege that switched over after failing ticket, losing his ticket at Delta State in the Senatorial race, he switched over to NDC. He's claiming that he won the election. I've never seen their comprehensive list of their elected candidates. And then I will be able to comment more about who have been elected and who has not. But what that very man from Edo State was saying, it looks like they are not giving him the ticket. And he's not threatening. That was why he came to media to start lambasting Senator Dixon. That Senator Dixon promised him a ticket. He told him to go and pick up a ticket for Senate, that he will give him a ticket for Senate. You now ask yourself, Senator Dixon, according to him, also denied giving him such kind of assurance
Promise.
and
Okay.
promises for you to come out, knowing full well that is not democratical in nature. When you are coming to contest an election, you have to be open-minded that anything can happen. You have an opponent. You are not only coming out as a consensus candidate. When you have opponents, people who are contesting with you, 2 or 3 other people, there's a chances you may not win, they will win. So if you have not gotten the ticket today, and now you try to bring the roof down because you are claiming that Dixon promised you tickets, but nobody's there to affirm that. That's what is going on. But NDC today, the primary election was conducted, and a lot of people came out to support their candidates, both in the north, both in the south. It was all over the country. So you got to give it to them, knowing full well that they are just a very young political party. So they have did what anyone who knows the party administration can say that tremendously well.
So these men that are coming out now to make their complaints,
Oh.
are they just complaining in vain? What's
Not that they are complaining in vain or they are not complaining in vain. What you need to understand that
or
it is
they actually failed?
there's no in
in
a contest. After all, he wasn't the only one that is complaining of cheated or one way or the other. When there is a contest like this, mind you, every politician, whoever that is going into an arena, political party, you all have one ambition, is to win. If he has given the ticket, he was declared the winner of that election, he won't come out to lambast the NDC national leader, Seraki Dixon.
So the rigging out now, if I
We
will
cannot
understand you,
use. I don't think it is
he
very
was
proper
rigged
to use the
out.
word rigged out.
According to him.
Yeah,
according to him.
he may allege that he was rigged out, but let him provide to us. According to what I watch him saying, he mentioned that he won some local government and he lost some local government. So how is he sure that some of the local government he lost, the figure were not very high enough to knock out the ones he claimed that he won?
Okay,
so
the
some
problem
local
now,
government has more political strength, voters in terms of population, more than some other political local government. So some of these politicians, they just emphasize more on the local government that has a lot of voters
supporters.
to our supporters. They will now do anything possible to make sure that they get as much as people who are on that very area. Otherwise, there is no way he can come out today to say that he won the election and the ticket was denied from giving to him.
Okay.
I don't see any reason, because for the fact that they have sold the form to him, that means that, and he attended, he passed the screening, he's qualified to be the senator. So the same way his opponent, they are also qualified to be senators. So if they defeated him at the end of the day, yeah, he has the right to cry foul. It's normal. There's nobody who has lost election that just will not find one thing or the other that to hold his hands and lay claim how he lost the election on one thing or the other. So a politician never believe that he or she is not popular. They never believe that they're not popular until they get to the final general election. Then they will be beaten and beaten thoroughly. Then the person will have a rethink of his political structure.
It looks like he didn't see the election coming. Maybe he wanted something like automatic ticket from the chairman of the party, and it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, there's a possibility he may be expecting that he will get an automatic ticket. But getting automatic tickets, to me, when you have another contest under the same platform, why are you expecting automatic ticket? Probably they surprise him. You know, sometime in the electoral calculation, it's like what happened to Peter Obi during the 2023 general election. They were not they are not even taking him serious. APC and the PDP then, they weren't taking Peter Obi serious. They were just saying, he just said this, he just 4 people in the room tweeting, he's this, he's that. But at the day of election, he won the election according to him. He surprised every Dick, Tom, and Harry of the country. He surprised them. So that is politics. You may be claiming that you are popular, you are this, you are that, but you don't know the strategy of your opponent to go to deploy the day of the election. So the primary election has come and gone. Probably they have, it's a game of reasoning, a game of interest, also a game of strategy. Maybe they have strategized and, gather the vote more than what he expected. So now he's claiming that he has been rigged out. So that is his own assertion. I don't think that the party, NDC, is maintaining that, and they are not. NDC has already come out and they
denied it.
Yeah, they disclaimed that their primary election went out successfully, and there was nothing like an imposition of any candidate on any particular constituency or state. So it's also any person that win, they will declare you winner. They are just trying to mention that people who lost the election, you don't run away from the party. Being a young political party, they don't have that big structure like APC and the PDP or something of that nature concern. But they still want to maintain the large number of followers they have right now to the general election. So, because one person cannot do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one person cannot do it.
Absolutely.
The large of followers they have today in NDC, if they those are the number of people that followed P2B during the time of Labour Party, I don't think P2B could have lost the election, although that he still claimed that he won the election, but INEC did otherwise.
Well, thanks for that explanation. It was it was quite disappointing for them, but let's still keep hopes alive and see how everything unfolds as we go further. Thank you so much, dear viewers. You can hear from Mr. Clem that some of the people that are complaining are crying. They were just being disappointed because they felt they would get it easy in NDC, but unfortunately for them, it's the other way around, and they've lost in APC and has also lost in NDC. Let's see how it will all end as we go in this political stories and issues as we wait, as we look forward to the 2027 election coming forth. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and we shall see you again in our next one. Bye for now.